Hello and welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, and this is the weekly tea. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. For your own personal private readings with the Gemstar, visit our website at kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now, let's have a sip of the weekly tea together. Hello and welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle reader, the Gemstar, here to spill your weekly tea. Yes, indeed. I hope everyone had a wonderful, fun-filled Halloween, did their spiritual work, connected with their ancestors, their spirit guides, with their higher self, with their intuition. This was a deep spiritual week, and it's going to be a deep spiritual month as well. If you're not doing that spiritual work, you should be, or at least consider it. And also enjoying your time with your friends, family, and finding time for yourself is important this month of November. So kicking off the week, we're wishing Scorpio a very happy birthday season. The month of November has begun, and so we say happy birthday to Scorpios, Sagittarians, cusps, and Sagittarians. This is your oracle reader, the Gemstar, and you're tuned in to Kettle Messages Tarot Weekly Tea Live. Welcome, Scorpio, to your weekly tea. I'm your reader, the Gemstar. And this week, we're going to bring in some Archangel Michael messages for this week, being that we just been through Halloween, Day of the Dead, All Saints Day. And so this is going to be a spiritual week, a spiritual month. You can tap into your intuition, receiving all kind of messages and signs from beyond. That is the energy of the week, and that is why we're going to start this week messages with an Archangel Michael message. And then, of course, we'll spill the weekly tea. Let's see what Archangel Michael has to say for Scorpio for this week. Happy birthday, my Scorpios. Welcome to your solar new year. Okay, finding your life purpose. This week, finding direction, finding a new path, a new road. Things are falling into place this week, Scorpios. And you are being guided by Archangel Michael during this week on finding your life purpose or finding a new direction or purpose for your life. The prayer for this week is, Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. You can be starting a whole new career or thinking about it this week, Scorpios. Finding something that you are passionate about. You're being led to it at this time. Let's start spilling the weekly tea for Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio, your messages this week are to keep up your courage a little longer. Better things are in sight for you. Of course there are. You're finding a new path, a new way to go, a new direction. Feeling complete, whole, like you found yourself, or you've found your place, or you are finding your place in the world. Now, be careful this week, Scorpio, with your friends, okay? Being true to a friend will injure you in the future. So be careful with helping out a friend this week or getting involved in a friend's life. Being loyal and true to the bone to a friend who may not be as loyal and as truthful to you. There are definitely wishes being fulfilled for you, Scorpios. There are dreams and goals being accomplished this week. You are going to feel emotionally fulfilled. You are going to feel joy, happiness this week. Something is completing your life, filling up your cup. And it's because you haven't given up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Continue moving forward. Continue working on what it is you are working on. Just because there's delays, obstacles, doesn't mean that you won't accomplish what you are set out to accomplish. You are close to succeeding, close to closing a cycle, completing a phase, a project, or something that you got going on that has taken a while. Completing a transaction, making choices, decisions, options, and moving forward, being courageous and making changes and decisions in your life and moving forward with that. You have gone through difficult times in the recent past, but there are better times ahead, Scorpio. Just be careful who you are loyal to, okay? Who you consider a friend, because they not may be so ride or die for you when push comes to shove this week, Scorpios. Yes, third party, okay? There's a friend that will betray you or drop you at the last minute. There may be some deception, cheating, strain, temptation occurring this week. You may be feeling tired of being the third wheel in a situation or in a friendship relationship, like waiting around for someone, waiting for them to make a decision, give you a reply, an answer. You may be counting on a friend this week and you see that they will let you down. Someone is very indecisive on moving something forward, taking something to the next step with you, or working on something with you. After making a promise or an agreement with you, somebody may be backing out. So be careful with betrayal from friends and loved ones this week. Even lovers, Scorpios, may stray. You may even be tempted to stray as you closing up a cycle. And if you are unhappy, then you may end certain connections this week. Or you may be surprised that you thought somebody was your ride or die, and this week they happen to just let you down. There's a lack of commitment in a relationship. And if you're getting involved in new relationships, be cautious, take your time, get to know this person, make sure they're not in open relationships. Make sure that you are not an option, because for many of you making new connections, these people aren't totally being transparent and honest about what's going on in their love life. And they may be telling you that they're looking for commitment. They may be telling you that you're the one, but they're still talking to an ex, or they're still keeping their options open. Be careful not to fall in this type of energy yourself, being tempted into third-party relationships. There are wishes being fulfilled, chains being broken at this time. There's going to be a chain of events occurring. You think they're coincidences, but it's divine intervention trying to bring you good luck this week. So whatever is leaving your life, or whatever truths you need to deal with this week, Scorpios, just face them. Face the truth this week. Cut ties, cut chains. We see you making new friends this week. Getting help and assistance from matriarchs. Also, this is going to be a week that you shouldn't sweat the small stuff. Stay lighthearted. Stay carefree. Don't get stressed or bogged down. Don't allow yourselves to get dragged into gossip or drama this week, or being true to someone who is not being true to you, being loyal, being faithful, being committed to someone who is not that way towards you and is keeping their options open, or still communicating with exes or with people from their past. There's good luck. You got this 4-leaf clover. You got keep the courage. Better things are coming up. And you have the 9 of Cups. Wishes and dreams, and your heart being fulfilled. Your cup being fulfilled. Finding your life purpose. Really knowing what it is that you want to do. Situations that are occurring in your life are just making things obvious to you at this time, and you are being redirected this week, being encouraged to take a new path. That has been your weekly tea, Scorpios. May you have a very happy birthday. Ciao. Saggies, welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar, here to spill your weekly tea. Since this is a spiritual month, a spiritual week, we are bringing messages from Archangel Michael this week to all the readings. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sagittarius. What's your message this week from Archangel Michael? What's your message this week, Saggies? New beginnings and fresh starts. Really check out your monthly tea. It's up on the channel. New beginnings and fresh starts for you, Saggies. And your prayer from Archangel Michael is, thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. Life changes occurring this week, this month, Saggies. That's right, happy birthday. We are in the month of November, and this week you are being encouraged to make fresh starts. Check out your monthly readings. This is a week of new beginnings, with Archangel Michael on your side. Let's start spilling the tea. What new beginnings is Saggy making? What fresh starts are coming into Sagittarius life this week? A relative is, or that has been ill, is going to recover soon. Okay, they will recover. Some of you are concerned and worried over a relative's health, and their health will recover, okay? They'll start feeling better. You've been wishing for something that is going to actually happen and be fulfilled. You have been wishing on something. Maybe you've even forgotten this wish that you threw out there into the universe, Saggies. But you'll be surprised at a miracle or a blessing that occurs this week for you. Also, if you've been having an ill relative, this relative seems to have a new recovery, a new mental health plan being spoken to them about this week that will help them recover. If they've come out of a surgery or if you are recovering, take your time, take it easy. Recovery is here in the cards. We don't see any worsening of health. There's a talent that you have that you should be taking advantage of because it can make you money this week, Saggies. Okay? You also may be dealing with wealth inherited from an unexpected person or an unexpected windfall or bonus you may be receiving this week. So just money out of the blues. I keep feeling this energy of being surprised and shocked. That's why we keep stopping like, oh, I didn't expect that. And that's this energy for you this week. Because new beginnings, divine intervention is occurring. So things are going to be happening out of the blue. Things that you have been wanting to happen, needing to happen, will be occurring. Also, there's a message this week to start living your own life. Okay? Stop living your life for others, Sagittarius. Stop putting so much energy and sacrifice for others and neglecting yourself. This is a time to start something new, to go in a different direction, to start fresh, start from zero. There's the 10, that's right, new beginnings. Anything you're wrapping up this week or anything you're welcoming into your life this week that brings new beginnings and fresh starts are going to allow closure and this energy of feeling emotionally fulfilled. There is good news that is coming your way, especially if you've been concerned about a relative and also if you've been worried about money, finances, or an emotional romantic relationship. You may have been thinking the worst, but actually things are much better than you thought, okay? Or things will turn out much better than what you expect this week, Saggies. There's going to be weddings, parties, large gatherings, maybe baptisms, some type of graduation. There's some type of event or party you're being invited to. You're being encouraged to go, especially if you're single, okay? You can meet the love of your life at this party or this wedding or this event. There's good fortune this week, success and fulfillment if you're looking for work, if you're looking for a bonus, raise, acknowledgement on the work front. This is a great time to look for work, to ask for a promotion, to ask for a raise, to ask for more money, to take vacations. This is a week to do things that emotionally fulfill you. And go to anything you're invited to this week. And have a good time. Have a good time. You need it. You've been having a difficult time of it. Okay? You've been having a difficult go of it lately. There's been cheating. There's been betrayal. There's been truths that have come out that have left you needing to start over. End relationships, friendships, connections with loved ones. You may be mourning the death of a loved one as well. If you are, there may be an inheritance coming through from that past loved one. But you have been very hurt and felt betrayed in the recent past. And also, if you find out that you've been cheated on this week, then you'll be surprised that you won't be single for long. This is like rejection is God's protection. As someone decides to break up with you, you go have fun, all right? Move on, go have some fun with your friends, or go to parties and events and gatherings. And there you will meet someone new. You will not be single for long, Saggies. If you are betrayed this week or cheated on, lied to, deceived, there's a lot of communication. So people are going to be getting honest this week. Secrets are going to be coming out this week. That's going to allow you to free yourselves from a situation. And it's going to open up a vacuum in your life for someone new to come in. Or for you to allow yourself to be redirected in life because you no longer have this obligation or this person, place, or thing in your life to hold you back. Okay? Somebody has been working against you. Somebody may throw you under the bus on the work front. So be wary of certain co-workers this week. Jealous co-workers, people that want your position or want you out for one reason or another. You have your suspicions about someone coming for your job or trying to sabotage you. You will find out that that is truth this week. Okay? And if it's not a coworker betraying you and you've been having some bad feelings about a romantic partner that has been stressing you out, that has been indecisive, that has been on and off with their communication, that has been doing things that are reckless. Oh, teardrops. Yes, somebody's gonna break your little heart this week, Saggies, okay? Or you may break somebody's heart. But if somebody breaks your heart this week because they betray you, either this is on the work front where they throw you under the bus and you thought you could count on this person, you thought they were your friend, but now they're coming for you, or this is in a romantic relationship where you thought you had it all with this person you were gonna marry or are even engaged to, and last minute they break the engagement, they ghost you, you find out that they're cheating, okay? You find out some truth about them that breaks your heart. This heartbreak is not going to last long, okay? Yes, third party interference. The cheating is showing up. The saboteur in the work front is showing up. And it's somebody that you trust, Saggies, okay? So be careful who you call friend, who you call lover this week. Again, go to an event, a party, a wedding, a gathering. Go, go, go. You're going to meet somebody fabulous there. Or for some of you, Sagittarius, you're being encouraged to go so you can catch somebody this week cheating and betraying you or talking about you. Okay? Whatever you're invited to, go. Because either you find out some truth there that helps you see somebody for who they are and helps you get them out of your life, or you will see the cheating, the lying, and the betrayal of a love partner this week. Yes, there are tears, but it allows new beginnings and new fresh starts to be welcomed into your life, to enter your life. You're being redirected, all right? Rejection is God's protection this week. Archangel Michael is saying you don't belong here. Okay? You don't belong with this person. They are betraying you. You deserve emotional fulfillment. You deserve happiness. You deserve good fortune. And all this person is causing is heartache and heartbreak this week. There's some truth that you are going to find out this week that's going to help you make a new start. That has been your weekly tea, Sagittarius. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Capricorns, my little goats. Welcome, Cappies, to Kettle Messages Tarot. This is your weekly tea with your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar. Let's give the cards a shuffle, Cappies. Ooh, and let's get your Archangel Michael message. We're going to accept that one. This week, we're bringing Archangel Michael messages since we are in the energy of, Halloween, Day of the Dead, Day of the Saints. We thought we need some Archangel Michael up in our readings this week. Let's see what your message is from Archangel Michael. You are on the right path. So continue moving forward this week, Capricorns. Your prayer this week is, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and fulfilling me and filling me with courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. You are on the right path, making healthful life changes, changing on your diet, treating your body like the temple that it is, the sacred temple that it is, Capricorn, making the right decisions and choices for yourselves in your life this week. Let's start spilling the tea. Let's see where this right track is taking you, my little goats. Let's hope Cappy's not hooping anybody off the mountain this week. This is a week that you should stay optimistic, no matter if there's delays, obstacles, or hiccups at the beginning of the week. You shouldn't give up the faith. You should continue moving forward. Don't get distracted. Don't get sidetracked. Don't get down. Don't get depressed. Stay optimistic. There may be some tests this week. There may be some obstacles to overcome on the domestic front. But you are to stay optimistic as things will work out. Okay? Things will work out. And you'll be taking certain situations, people, places, and things into the right direction because of the choices that you're going to be making. Trust yourselves this week. Trust in the decisions that you're making are the right ones for you. And know that you will overcome obstacles no matter how impossible something seems or no matter how difficult something seems this week. Okay, little goats? There may be some trouble, in the house, in the home. But you will be able to clear up these misunderstandings or situations. You just have to be patient with yourself and with others at this time. Especially if you guys are starting new relationships. If you've just started a relationship, nice and slow, not too many demands this week. This is a week of self-love, taking good care of yourselves, doing what makes you happy, what fills your cup this week. Stay away from drama, gossip, troublemakers. And if you find yourselves in a difficult situation or confronting certain obstacles and delays, don't give up the faith. Don't give up the hope. Stay optimistic. Things will be turning out better than what you think this week. There are new beginnings in relationships, marriages. There's going to be good news this week. That's why you're being asked not to give up, No relationship is perfect, Capricorn. Sometimes, you have to take the bad in order to enjoy the good. There's gonna be good times. Right now, it may not seem that way because you're not in agreement, or you're arguing, or you're distancing yourselves, or there's just too many misunderstandings, not coming together, not seeing eye to eye. But this is a week of kissing and making up and forgiving each other and compromising and working with each other and walking a mile in each other's shoes and looking at things from both sides of the fence. Connections and relationships, even friendships, have their time, have their moment of troubles and difficulty, but you're not going to throw away this connection just because of a misunderstanding that you guys can work through. Those of you that are single, there is love coming for you this week. All right? Happiness in starting a new relationship. This person is very positive, optimistic, uplifting, and you are being encouraged to welcome that energy, welcome that person in your life. New relationships look good. And also, if you're committed already in relationships, then you're working through certain misunderstandings, griefs, difficulties that you have been going through in your relationships. This is a time to confront the past, talk about it, communicate with your partners, end the relationships if you truly can't forgive what someone has done. Don't stay in relationships when you really hold on to resentment, or if someone is constantly making you pay for something from the past. If this is worn down a relationship, maybe it's time for you guys to finally do away with a friendship or a relationship, because some of you can't get over a betrayal or can't forgive a betrayal. So it's best to release yourselves. But if you can save it, with this Ace of Cups coming through, if you can save it, then you are encouraged to try. But if you truly can't forgive, or someone truly is not forgiving you, then consider releasing yourselves from it. Yes, good news coming through, listening to one another. There may be a younger sibling bringing good news to you. A sibling, a relative, a friend may be bringing some good news to you. Also, this week, don't be tempted to lower your standards. Okay, because we see betrayal here. Somebody doing you real dirty, and you may want to take some revenge, but you're being asked not to stoop to their level, okay? Not to lower your standards. It's best to cut totally free from something and move on. All right? You will be on the right path, cutting yourselves free instead of lowering your standards and getting revenge. These difficulties that you're going through this week, Capricorns, is temporary. There are going to be solutions to your problems. Stay optimistic and don't be tempted to lower your standards if someone does you dirty or brings you grief, worry, drama this week. Just cut total ties with them. All right? Cut clean. And move on. That has been your weekly tea for this week, Cappies. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Welcome, Aquarius, to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, here to spill your weekly tea. Being that we are in this energy, Halloween, Day of the Dead, in this energy of All Saints, we are bringing Archangel Michael into the weekly tea this week. Let's get your message from Archangel Michael for this week ahead. There's a lot of excitement, Aquarius, this week. A lot of excitement. We can feel it. But take time with making your decision. We feel this energy that you're very, very excited. You can't wait to get something going or moving. And you're being asked that before you take that total leap, we know you're excited, you can't wait to get started, but before you jump ahead, make sure that you know what you're getting yourselves into and that you can handle what you're welcoming into your life this week. Your prayer for Archangel Michael this week is, Archangel Michael, please help me stay strong and relaxed as I approach this situation this week. Remind me to detach and step back, allowing the situation to naturally unfold. Thank you for protecting me. Yes, we feel this energy where you want to already get started on something, do something, and you're being asked to wait a minute, pump your brakes, take a moment, think about it before you say yes to anything or you commit to anything this week. Let's spill the tea. Let's look a little deeper. Aquarius. Oh, Aqua. Let's see this week. Don't trust too many people this week with your ideas, with the decisions that you are about to make. Whatever you are about to decide on, Aquarius, you don't need no advice. You only need to listen to yourself. Don't trust too many people with your ideas or your plans this week, okay? Keep certain things to yourself, because you will suffer great loss if you share something that you're working on or something that you're about to make a decision on. It's like having the having the winning numbers, and if you go around telling people, hey, I got the winning numbers, these are the numbers that are gonna come up this week, and let me tell you, of course they're gonna play those numbers. It's like something you're working on, an idea you have. Be careful on the work front, not getting your ideas stolen from you, because you will have co-workers that will take your ideas to their supervisors and bosses to make themselves look good this week. And it's that energy like you have your eye on a house and you tell a sibling or a friend or a neighbor that you have your eye on this house, and then they go put a down payment on it and you lose out on that house. It's like whatever you're working on, whatever you're planning, keep it to yourself this week, because you got some haters, okay? You can't trust someone this week here, Aquarius. Somebody is not going to hold back. They're not going to hesitate to stab you in the back. They're not going to hesitate to betray you. Watch out with gossip. Watch out with secrets. Watch what you share about yourself or what you say about another to other people. Because there's someone in your circle that will use whatever information you give to them this week to stab you in the back with it. And you will suffer great loss. You can lose a relationship, a friend. You can lose a job. There's something that you can lose. Someone here that can cause you great loss because you share something with them that you don't expect them to share with others. But they go ahead and they do it, or they twist your words and use what you say against you. Again, be careful what you say this week, Aquarius. We can't stress this enough. All right? Avoid confrontations this week. And watch what you say that can get you into a confrontation. You know, you can have an opinion on something, but you don't have to tell somebody your opinion. You can just keep it to yourself this week. Because something you share or something you say or something you share an opinion on is going to turn into like an argument, a disagreement, a confrontation, or somebody is going to use it to stab you in the back with it or to make you look bad. Like, you know what Aquarius did? You know what Aquarius said? Like, watch out with what you say this week. Yeah, because they're using what you say to confuse somebody else. Or they're misunderstanding what you're saying. And they're spreading lies. It's because Aquarius, I feel like you're saying, well, that's not what I said. That's not what I intended. That's not what I meant. That by them spreading the gossip, they can cause you a lot of grief on the work front, at home, between a lover or a friend. So be careful what you share and what you say, because people are twisting your words and using it against you. And people can be taking your ideas and your plans and making themselves look good, or taking advantage of some information you give them to get ahead of you somehow. There is going to be a past lover or friend reaching out to you this week, Aquarius. They're wanting a second chance. They're actually coming in peace, but they're not reliable, or they weren't reliable or dependable in the past. They let you down in the past, a partner or an ex-partner or ex-friend here. And they're coming back this week wanting a second chance. And some of you are advised not to give this person a second chance because they're very negative. They're very toxic. And being in a friendship or a relationship with them will only hold you back. Okay? An ex-friend or ex-partner. You're being advised not to take them back. It's your free will. Spirit says the reason why we say don't take them back is because they will betray you. Again, they will let you down again. They only hold you back. Okay, they only bring disappointment. And they're only going to stick around for a short time. You know? It's like they coming in or trying to get a quickie or trying to see if you still have feelings for them, trying to feel the friendship or the connection with you out. And this is an in and out person. There's no success with this past friend or person. They can only hold you back. If you're feeling held back, In work and career, this week you are encouraged to seek out new employment while you're still employed, or get back out there job hunting, or get a job hunter to work for you, because new jobs are coming through this week, and wanting to move up the ladder of success. You may not be able to move up in the place where you're working at now. So you're encouraged to look for new jobs where you can expand and grow and get promoted. Especially if you feel like you've been wasting your time at this job. And when it comes to exes, ex-friends, ex-lovers, take it with a grain of salt. They're coming in, and as quickly as they come in, they will be going out. They just want to see what you're thinking, where you're at, and what you're feeling about them, to see if there's any possibility of weaning back into your life. But they're only doing it for a temporary fix. That has been your weekly tea, Aquarius. Until we sip tea again, be well and have a blessed week ahead. Welcome, Pisces, to your weekly tea. I'm your oracle reader, the Gem Star, here to spread this week's tea with you guys. This week we are working with our Archangel Michael messages, being that All Saints Week, Day of the Dead, and Halloween. We have that energy working with us in the month of November. Let's get Pisces Archangel Michael message for this week ahead. Forgive my raspiness, Pisces. The Gem Star had a busy Halloween. Explore your options, Pisces. Explore your options. Work, relationship, hobbies. Try something new this week. Your prayer with Archangel Michael this week is, Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand, and assess all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness, and life purpose. You have many options and opportunities opening up to you this week, Pisces. What to do. So many options. Not a bad problem to have, Pisces, but it can get confusing and it could cause indecisions and delays because you have so many options. So you're being encouraged to see what some of these options could offer, especially if they're going to bring in happiness and lead you towards your life purpose or better health. You are someone, Pisces, that is respected and very loved. And you're going to be surprised that you have a secret admirer this week actually confessing to you how they've been secretly feeling about you. So a friend could want to take a relationship to the next level, or someone, a neighbor, someone you see all the time but really don't talk to, someone that has been checking you out from afar, or someone who has been acting like just a friend, but deep down inside, they really want more with you, Pisces. They're going to be fessing up. They're going to be fessing up. Pisces, this week, when it comes to family and friends, somebody may be crying wolf this week. Somebody will be reaching out to you, acting like something is very serious. Like you have to drop everything, run and go towards them. You know, check out your monthly tea on the channel. It's up now, Pisces, because you had a similar message. Something serious will be told to you by a friend or a relative this week that you mustn't believe. Somebody is crying wolf, or somebody is making a big deal out of nothing, okay? Or somebody is giving you a sad story, a white lie, or all out lie here. And it could be a friend or a family member doing this because they want your attention, or they want you to drop everything and run to them. For some of you, Pisces, that secret admirer is going to be an ex who wants to return. And they're changing how they approach you this time around. So that's why Archangel Michael says explore your options. Because not only new connections are being found this week, Pisces, but also old flames are coming back into your life this week. And, you know, for some of you, it's like been there, done that. But there may be some possibility and some hope this second time around with an ex. Just explore your options. Don't just go back into your past connection just because your ex came back. Don't just get into the relationship and commit to it right away. But give them the opportunity to show you that they've changed, okay? To prove to you that they want commitment and stability. Because that's what this ex is claiming that they want this time around. Like they want stability, they want commitment, they are even willing to talk about marriage and settling down and having children. Like this time when they come back, it's not fuck boy, fuck girl energy. It's more like hubby, wifey energy this time around. And even though that's an option, okay, that's a possibility, you have free will, you're being asked to also continue dating and entertaining new love and new prospects until you can see that what this person is telling you, this ex is telling you, is the real deal. Because remember, you're also being advised that to be cautious with what somebody is telling you, that they're coming off serious, but you can't believe what they're telling you. And we said it can be a friend or a relative. And if you're still talking to an ex, they're still your friend, okay? Then it could be them that is coming through with this energy that they're serious. But you have to give them time to prove this to you. Because yes, it could be true, but for some Pisceans, you are not to believe them. So that's why you're being told and advised this week not to just jump in with both feet, okay, into a past connection. Make sure that what they're telling you is truth. That they're not, just pulling your leg. You definitely want stability this week. You want to take a time out. You want to pause. You want to think things through. You want to make the right choice. So don't rush yourself in making any decision this week. Whether it's in love, work, family, whatever situation you find yourselves that you feel like you need to make a decision. Yes, you may need to make a decision. You may need to make a choice this week, but take your time making it. There's no rush. And if you're feeling pressured, let somebody know that you will not be rushed, that you need a timeout, you need a break. Okay, maybe you need a break in a relationship or a friendship at this time while you explore options. But don't be rushed. Don't be rushed this week, because you're working on you. You're working on you, and you want to take your time making any decisions. You're working on your bag this week, money, finances. Your focus is on making more money. You also may be taking some time away from a relationship or a friendship to take up a second job, or to go back to school, or to invest time in yourself, in a hobby, working out, doing your own thing this week. It's also a time to consider a budget, what you're spending this week, plan for the future. You can be exploring your options financially, like IRAs, investments, stocks, bonds, gold, silver. There's some focus here on money and finance, or that's where you should have your focus on. And take your time making certain decisions with friends, family, and loved ones. Getting together with friends this week. Getting out of depression. Okay, so you're getting back out there, Pisces. This week you are encouraged to go out, have fun, hang out with your friends, do you. Don't be weighed down by other people's demands this week. Other people with their ultimatums, wanting an answer from you, wanting a decision from you. Take a break, take a time out. Tell them they're going to have to wait for an answer. Because this week you're working on you. You're building yourself up, building your confidence, building your business, doing you, doing the things that you love, finding time to hang out with your friends, making yourselves happy this week, and leaving your options open, not committing to anything until you find what's right for you. That has been your weekly tea, my little fishies. Until we sip tea again, have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Welcome, Aries, to Kettle Messages Tarot Weekly Tea. I'm your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar, here to spill this week's tea with you guys. So, my little Rams, we've just been through Halloween, Day of the Dead, All Saints Day, and we want to bring messages from our Archangel Michael this week into our weekly tea. So let's go ahead and get a message from Archangel Michael for the little Rams. For this week ahead, what is the energy? What is the message that Aries is working with? There it is, Aries. Positive thoughts create positive results. Staying positive. We know how hard this is, right, Aries? Staying positive. When we see the tower crumbling down, or we're dealing with problems day in, day out, or something is always happening and not in a good way, we are being asked to remain positive no matter what struggles we're going through, no matter what issues, what problems may pop up this week. Aries, you're being asked to remain positive. The prayer this week is divine love and wisdom. I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and every situation. Okay, so you're going to be dealing with difficult people this week, difficult situations. It's going to test you, work on your last nerve, but you're being asked to stay cool, calm, and collected this week and to stay positive and optimistic, as this type of occurrence is only temporary. Okay, it's not going to last forever. This is this week's energy. Let's get some messages why Aries is being advised to have positive thoughts. Because this is a week where your creative blocks are freeing themselves up, okay? So your creative blocks are lifting. And this is a week that you can work on your art, you can work on your hobbies, you can work on your talents. Whatever life stresses are, you're being encouraged to do something that makes you happy, that fills you with joy, especially a hobby, doing something creative, working with your hands, getting out in nature, creating your own sanctuary, a space in the house where it's just for you. Or doing something this week that's just for you, because you are stressed out, Aries, by others' demands. Okay, working with others is giving you a headache, is a struggle every day. Working with certain co-workers or certain bosses, managers, supervisors, it can be stressing you out at times. You may be working too much, consumed by responsibility, and you need just some me time this week, Aries. It's important that you get some me time. Some of you are so stressed out by a friend or a person in your life that is toxic, negative, confrontational, aggressive. You're constantly having problems and disagreements with somebody, Aries. And this is why Archangel Michael was saying at the beginning of your weekly tea that people are going to test you. You know, people are going to work down on your nerves this week. And you are trying so hard to stay positive because a part of you wants to knock somebody out. But you're asked to remain positive and in control of your emotions and of your temper and your anger, and not to go upside somebody's head this week, as they're always looking for an argument, looking for a fight. Nothing is easy. They're always being negative. You can't compromise. You can't come to an agreement with somebody. And you're getting tired of this. You may want to get away from them, Aries, this week. Like cut ties. I don't know, fire them. Walk away from them, break up with them, or just get some time away from them. because they're very toxic, very negative. Nothing you do, nothing you say, they can work with or understand. It's everything. They want to do opposite of everything you do. So there's a disagreement and misunderstanding happening with a friend or significant person in your life this week because of their toxicity, of their negativity. They're confrontational, aggressive. You can't see eye to eye. You can't agree on anything. And this is a waste of your energy, stressing you out. You're so tired, exhausted. You are done working with this person. And there's something that you have said that is going to come to pass. It's like you gave somebody some advice, or you told somebody something, or intuitively, Aries, you knew something was going to happen, or you said something and it actually is going to happen. It's like every time you know something is going to happen, it happens. Or anytime you say something or think something, it happens or it plays out. And this week will be no different. This week will be no different. You will have fulfillment and success in 2026. Next year is going to be very successful for you, Aries. And there's going to be some happiness brought into your life by someone you meet unexpectedly, or something that happens to you unexpectedly. Like some windfall that can help you out financially, or meeting someone that changes your life, or because you're being asked to be very creative this week, something you create in the future can make you lots of money. That's like if you're an artist and you make a painting and you think, oh, this is gonna sell for cheap, right? You don't even think it's gonna sell. But then a year from now, your painting is worth like $10 million. So if you are creative, then create this week, because in a year's time, that can make you lots of money. Also, you will be, letting go of a friend or significant person in your life because they're just doing the most and you're tired. Something you've predicted is going to come to pass, is going to come true this week ahead. So those are things to look out for this week, Aries. Wow, you got to stay positive, because look at that good fortune a year from now. That's why at the beginning, Michael was saying, yeah, you may be going through a lot, okay? You may not be seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, or you may not be seeing a solution to a problem right now. But a year from now, you're going to be surprised at how something turns out in your favor. Ooh, I'm loving it. Slow and steady. Patience, patience, patience. Ooh, we know Aries is not one of patience. But you're going to have to work that patience, okay? Especially this week, when you're going to have to cut people out, put people in their place, draw boundaries, free yourself, release yourself from backstabbing people. Something that you create or you undertake this week will be very successful and make you lots of money in a year's time. You are going to be very, very happy in the future. Something that unexpectedly happens to you by surprise, by a miracle, is going to bring good fortune your way. Changes for the better. Okay? Yes. We said it. This situation is only temporary. What you're going through right now is difficult, tough, hard, but you won't be going through this struggle forever. Especially, you will see how your life will change in a year's time if you take action on an idea you have, or you work this creativity and your creative process to build something, to make something that can be very successful in the future. There's gonna be celebrations this week, having fun, going out. If you are stressed out, you are encouraged, towards the weekend to go out and have a good time and to leave your stress and worries behind, because things will be turning in your favor in the near future. This is just a week of patience, dealing with confrontational people that are very negative and toxic. And you have to cut them out because they bring your vibration down, your energy down. They hold you back. They bring these blocks into your life. And you notice, like, once you free yourself from someone and you got that time freed up, you're going to see how your creative juices just start flowing again this week, Aries. Choose your friendships and your connections wisely this week, because they could be the source of why you're being held back or why you have so many blockages. That has been your weekly tea. Ciao, little rams. Welcome back, my little bulls, to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle reader, the Gem Star, here to spill the weekly tea for you guys. Being that we went through Halloween, Day of the Dead, and of our spirit guides, Day of the Saints, we're using Archangel Michael to bless our weekly tea this week. Let's see what is going on for my little bulls this week. Taurus. Ooh, there it is, Taurus. What does Archangel Michael say? That God is in charge. Leave it to the divine. Leave it to the divine source. Leave it to the Most High. Put it in God's hands. Give it to the universe and let it go. Okay? Release control this week. The prayer this week for Taurus. Dear God, please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to the divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. Sometimes the best way to get a solution is to do nothing about a situation. It's like you've done all you can with a person, place, or thing, and now it's time to, like, wash your hands with it, and whatever's gonna be is gonna be, okay? Simple as that. Taurus says, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's in God's hands. I'm not gonna stress myself over this. I'm not gonna worry about this. I'm not gonna give it any more energy. I've done all I can, or this is out of my control, so let me just step back, enjoy my life, and whatever is gonna be, is gonna be. All right, Taurus. Que sera, que sera. You are a successful leader who produces results. Okay? You produce results. That's why, like, you're saying, I've already done my part. So whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. It's like, I already built this business. If it's gonna be successful, it's gonna be successful. I did. I'm doing what I got to do. And then it's going to be whatever it's going to be. In love, friendships, relationships, you're doing the same thing. Even at work, you're doing the same thing. It's like, I'm giving the best of me. I'm giving 100% of myself in everything I do. I take charge, responsibility, accountability. I'm the leader in my life. I make the decisions and choices. So I've done the best I could, or I'm doing the best I can, and whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be. And Taurus says it's gonna be a success. And because Taurus says it's gonna be a success, that's what it is gonna be. Because you're working with the divine, okay? You're working with divine source, with God, with the universe. You feel like I'm meeting the universe halfway. I've put in my part in whatever this is this week. You've put in your part. And if it's on your end, then you know it's gonna be successful. And everybody else gotta do them, okay? You leader in your life, or you're gonna be put in a position where you're a leader, or people are going to have to listen to you and follow you. And it's like you're saying, it is what it is. This is how it's gonna be. Now that I'm the boss. Taurus says, now that I'm the boss, this is how things are gonna be. And this is how we're gonna produce success. It's like you're taking charge this week, and whatever is out of your control, you know that God got your back with that. But whatever you can do to change or influence a situation, you will do. And you will be happy and at peace this week when you get some peace and quiet. That's when you're happiest this week. When you're meditating, when you're sitting out having lunch in the park, okay? When you're having a glass of wine alone, reading a book, doing whatever, but taking a nice hot warm bath. But wherever you find peace and quiet this week, that's where you be happiest. Because as a leader, you gotta sometimes micromanage. You always have decisions to make. You're always busy. Okay? You're always in demand. Somebody's always asking you for advice. Somebody's always asking for something of you this week, Taurus. And you're like, wherever I can get some peace and quiet, Gemstar, there is where I'm going to be happy. I would just like everything to go quiet. My, Taurus. But you are going to be very successful. You're a very good leader. Whatever you do well. And you stand out because of that hard work. Your impeccable work. All right. So this is a week to take up a new sport or work on a new hobby, learn something new, make some changes. You see the Five of Wands. It's like so many demands, so many egos, especially in work and career, where everybody thinks that they're boss, or everybody thinks that it should be done their way. And Taurus is like, no, this is the best way. There's a lot of egos clashing, a lot of ideas clashing, people wanting to be front and center. But it will be your idea that stands out. It will be you taking charge of this situation. And it could be very stressful, where you're in situations where you're working with others and you can't come to an agreement, and everybody wants their idea to be the idea. And it's very, very stressful. That's why your reading says wherever you can get peace and quiet this week is where you're going to be happy. You want to get away from this. So if it's going to be learning something new, or, indulging in a hobby, or working the stress out in the gym, taking up a sport, you need some change of scenery. You need to get away from all this confrontation, back and forth, arguing, not seeing eye to eye, battle. It's like, we can't agree right now, so let me go have a coffee. Let me go have a drink. Let me go on a vacation. I'll come back when you people can work together. It's hard to find people to work together this week because everybody wants to be the leader. Okay? Yeah, you're financially responsible for something this week. Like we said, Taurus, you can be a boss, you can be a manager, you could be the one in charge. And, you know, you have to play mediator and peacemaker amongst your employees that are getting into arguments, confrontations, okay? You can be in a boardroom meeting and people are arguing back and forth, can't compromise, can't agree. And it's like, hey, we got to get to work. We got to get to business. We got to make an agreement here. We got to work together, Taurus says, because this is delaying the project. This is holding things up. This is getting us nowhere. And Taurus is about making money. Like, we got to make this money. We don't got time to argue about this. Taurus. I'm loving it, Taurus. Taurus is like, look, we got to make some money. We got to agree, okay? Or agree to disagree. Or I did my part. You people, you know, you people have to agree. Taurus is like, I've done my work, okay? This is like if you're in school and you're working on a project with your colleagues and you're like, I did my part of the science project. You have to do yours. You have to build that stage. You have to do yours. You have to put in the light, okay? You have to make the volcano erupt. I built the volcano. Now you got to make it erupt. You got to do your part. And that's at work too. Like, no. This could be with a coworker. Like, no, I did my part of the work. You better do yours. I'm not here to pick up your slack. Taurus is like, no, I'm not going to pick up nobody's slack this week. I did my part, and so now you have to do yours. Or I've already come up with the idea and the solution. You guys can agree, or y'all can just keep arguing about this, and I'll go take a lunch break, and I'll come back when we can all agree on something. Woo-hoo-hoo. Go ahead, Taurus. Careful with investments this week, all right? Be careful with get-rich-quick schemes or, you know, investing in stocks that go nowhere. Be careful with your finances this week, or just wasting money on things you don't need, Taurus. We know you like the luxurious life. You love what you love. But sometimes, you know, you need to focus on what you need rather than what you want, especially if it's a big ticket item. Again, the cobwebs. Protect yourself from negative forces beyond your control. That's that 5 of Wands. Your weekly tea already spilt, okay? It said people are going to be in disagreement, arguing, very toxic, very negative, and this is beyond your control, okay? These people are going to fight and argue, and you are being asked to stay out of it. If you see people fighting, don't try to break it up. Don't get in between. If you see people arguing, don't put your 2 cents in it. Just stay out of it, or stay away from people that just want to argue with you, okay? And be confrontational. You don't need that this week. Yeah, you're doing a whole lot. You're doing a lot on the work front. It's like, no, they don't pay me enough for this. Sorry. My little bulls, you're like, no, I don't get paid enough for this. Okay? Yeah, this is in business, in work, in university, college, school, where people are doing less and you're doing the most. And you're calling people, you know, you calling people on their crap this week. Like, hey, like if you have a roommate, Taurus, you're saying it. Like, I clean the kitchen, you better clean the bathroom. I mop, you sweep. Like, you have to take out the garbage. Somebody here has to do their part because you're doing too many things. And you're actually winding up doing other people's responsibilities just because you want to get something done. But it's not fair to you. And they're just getting a free ride. So you're being encouraged, hey, do your part and leave the rest up to God, okay? If they mess up their part, that's them. You do you. You be responsible what you're responsible for. And if you give somebody a responsibility and they fail to do it, then it is what it is. They've got to hold their weight. Or you have to ask for a raise and a promotion because you are wearing too many hats. And right now, the situation the way it is, you don't get paid enough for that. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea together again, my little bows. Ciao. Have a blessed week ahead. Hello and welcome back, my fabulous twins. You're watching Kettle Messages Tarot Live with your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar. This is your weekly tea. This week, in honor of Halloween, Day of the Dead, All Saints Day, we are using Archangel Michael messages for this weekly tea. Let's see, Gemmies. What is your message for this week ahead, Geminis? What does Archangel Michael have to say to you? Oh, believe and trust. We will take it. Believe and trust, Archangel Michael says. Miracles can happen when you believe and you trust in yourself. Believe and trust yourself this week and move forward with your plans. Archangel Michael's prayer for Geminis this week is, before going to sleep tonight, Geminis, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. Strength, courage, and confidence will take you far this week, Geminis. Have faith and trust in yourself and fear nothing. Be unstoppable and fear nothing. Believe and trust. Archangel Michael got you. So does Divine Source. As long as you are courageous, you are confident, and you have that inner strength and trust yourself impeccably, you bring changes into your life. You manifest a change this week, a change for the best. Things are changing, Geminis, okay? The wheel of fortune is giving a whirl and giving a twirl. And now, if you were at the bottom, that is going to change this week as things are going to improve. You keep up the faith. Stay prayed up, all right, Gemini? Stay prayed up this week. Believe in your skills, your talents, your ability, the belief in yourself to be able to manifest change in your life. When you build up your inner confidence and you take risks on yourselves and you are courageous and you confront your shadow and your fears and say, Vade retro Satana. Not today, Satan. Not here. Not Geminis. You will see things turn around. Don't listen to those negative thoughts, all right? That may try to creep up, Geminis, this week. Because that's just trying to distract you. trying to take you away from God's favor. Something will happen that will change the entire atmosphere for the best. Changes for the best. Something happening because of your belief in yourself, your belief in God, your belief in the universe, spirit, your ancestors, your spirit guides, whatever you have been praying to, believing in, affirming, Geminis, it's about to become a reality in your life. You are manifesting, you are co-creating with the universe this week, and you are going to get a blessing, a miracle this week. Things are going to start improving. You may have been going through the dark night of the souls. You may have hit rock bottom. You may have not been able to see a silver lining or the light at the end of the tunnel. But something unexpectedly happens this week that you say, oh my goodness, there is a God. You know, it's like something occurs this week, Geminis, that reminds you that there's something bigger than you, looking out for you, protecting you, blessing you. So continue your affirmations, continue working on yourselves, continue shining the light on your shadow, working on yourselves, building on your confidence, staying courageous, getting up, doing the work, showing your strength, taking your power back, listening to your dreams. Listening to your dreams, keeping a dream journal, following and pursuing your dreams and your goals. Oh, Geminis, oh, the Wicked Witch of the West, okay, and her flying monkeys are back. The Wicked Witch of the West and her flying monkeys are back. Oh, if this is on the work front, you know, you may have two gossiping females or two masculines that act like gossiping females all day, 24/7, trying to cause trouble, trying to ruin people's reputation, doing the most, okay? It's like somebody is a F-boy, a F-girl. You know, one is a F-boy, one is a F-girl. One likes, you know, is an attention hoe, and the other one is shady, backstabbing, dirty, a saboteur. Okay, so you got an attention hoe and a saboteur this week hating on you. All right, somebody that wants to see you fail, somebody that wants to see your destruction, somebody that wants to see you have absolutely nothing. They could even be attacking you magically. They could be trying to ruin your reputation at work or within the family. You could have wicked stepsisters, a wicked mother, a wicked stepmother, father, brothers, okay? You could have people surrounding you that are very petty, that if it isn't about them, then, you know, it's not important. Well, whoever want to bring you down or whoever wants to see your destruction, God is about to give them a rude awakening. The universe, divine source, your ancestors are about to give somebody a rude awakening this week when they counted you out. You was the underdog, okay? They counted you good as dead, but you're just gonna have a resurrection this week, Geminis. A resurrection, and things are changing for the best. You may see two people that were hating on you start fighting and arguing with each other because they're so toxic. You know, if you're not giving them that energy, oh my God, so many petty. Oof. This is like a group of haters. You have a group of haters hating on you this week, Geminis. You can have water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, hating on you this week. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgos, Capricorns, or you could be dealing with other air signs, a Gemini like yourself, or Aquarius, or Libra. But for some reason, these people need to get together to talk about you, to bring you down, to gossip about you, to be petty, to bully, to harass. And God don't like no ugly. All right? The universe don't like no ugly. These people are outright attacking you. You don't even care about them. They are not even a factor in your life. You don't even think about them. But you live rent-free in their life, in their brain. You are all they could talk about. They are so obsessed with you. All right? So obsessed. And these are catty people, women or men, male or female. They're very, very catty, very, very gossipy, hate, always stabbing people in the back, being treacherous. They act like they're your close friend and your good friend to get some advice, and then behind your back, they want to trash. Well, somebody's going to get trashed this week, but it won't be you, Geminis. It's not going to be you. All right? Yeah, your hard work is going to get you ahead. Believe and trust in yourself and what you're doing, in your studies, in your work. Just pay attention to you. Don't get distracted. Don't get provoked. Don't get dragged into the drama. If they want to talk, they want to talk. All right? You must be important if all they could do is think about you all day. All right? Their husbands and wives must be jealous because you're all they could talk about. Gemini, oh Gemini. Oh Gemini, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Okay, do you know intuitively, following those dreams, those messages in your dreams, you may have gotten a download during Halloween, Day of the Dead, All Saints Day. You may have had a spiritual awakening, a download from your ancestors, from your spirit guides. You got a blessing. You got an anointing. Okay? Geminis. And whatever is occurring is putting you on the right path, on the right track. Maybe, rejection is God's protection. You don't want to be a part of these catty people, okay? You don't want to be friends with these type of people that always want somebody's downfall. It's all about them. I'm telling you, the 3 wicked stepsisters or stepbrothers always hating. They hating because they can see you rise, or they can see your potential, or they're angry because they see that their hatred, their maliciousness, their wickedness, their spells, hexes, and curses have failed them. And maybe even return to them with this arrow. Whatever hate people are throwing your way, Geminis, is being returned right back to them. And they want to see you fail. But the divine is going to let them watch you rise this week as a miracle is occurring. The more they hate on you, the happier you're going to be. The more they hate on you, the more success. The more they do you dirty, the higher you go. They don't even realize they want to bring you down, but they're the ones actually lifting you up, Acting like they hate when they your biggest fans, okay? They acting like they hating, but they your biggest fans. They 24/7, they're paying attention to you, Geminis. You're all they could talk about this week. And you're freeing yourselves. You're not even being bothered by it. See, that's what they want. They want to frustrate you. They want to hold you back. They want you to fail. But you're like water off a duck's back. I know what I'm doing, okay? I trust that I'm protected. I believe in myself and I trust in spirit. I don't know what you people are praying to and worshiping to, okay? But you sure are in part of my team, Gemini says. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea again, have a blessed week ahead. And stay open to the miracles the divine is sending your way, Geminis. For all the hate they throw, a blessing will be given to you by Spirit himself. Ciao. Welcome, my little crabs. Cancer, you're tuned into the live weekly tea on Kettle Messages Tarot with your reader, the Gem Star, here to spill the weekly tea. We're using Archangel Michael messages for this week's tea since we've gone through Halloween, Day of the Dead, All Saints Day. We thought it would be wise to call in Archangel Michael for this reading. So, let's give the cards a shuffle and let's see what messages we have this week for Cancer. Make sure to check out your monthly readings already up on the channel. Just check the live section for your monthly messages. Oh, a favorable outcome. Okay, a favorable outcome this week. Things working in your favor. Justice happening, Cancer. Receiving justice this week. A prayer for Cancer. Thank you for the beautiful outcome of this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. Finding peaceful resolutions, getting that, divine justice. Yes, things working out. Finding a peaceful resolution. Finding favorable outcomes this week. What is this favorable outcome have to say? Oh, favorable outcome. Some Cancerians, you're being a helpful friend this week, or you're receiving help from a friend. So, if you help someone out this week, Cancer, this will bring good luck into your life. It's like when you do good, the universe blesses you. So when you do good deeds this week, it will be returned. It will bring you very good luck. You have triple good luck this week. A favorable outcome. Someone whose home you go to, whether to help them or to visit them. This person or this visit that you do to this person's house, or this help or assistance you give someone this week, is going to bring you good luck in the future. So sow some good seeds this week, as it will be very favorable for you. Also, there is a matriarch or a friend who you may have had a misunderstanding or a situation with, or some distancing or no contact with, that you guys will be able to work things out, communicate, extend olive branches and forgiveness this week. Hear somebody out. Somebody hearing you out will lead to a favorable outcome. So some of you are clearing up a misunderstanding with a female in your life. For others, you're either helping somebody out or visiting someone, or doing a favor for someone, doing a generosity that will bring you good fortune in the future. All right. Yes, good luck, good fortune this week for the little crabs. Good luck, good fortune. Follow your intuition, okay? You got to trust your intuition. Never doubt your gut feelings. Always go with your gut feelings. It's going to bring great benefit. You know, Cancerians, you do good deeds and you're there for others out of the kindness of your heart. You just do it. All right? You're just do good to do good. And because you're like that by nature, good things come to you and happen to you. Even miracles. Divine miracles. Because of all the good seeds you sow. Yes, there has been a difficult situation or a misunderstanding or a divide between a loved one or a friend. And this is going to have a favorable outcome as you guys are going to be able to come together, talk things out reasonably, and work out a situation. Be careful when it comes to work and career. Be careful when it comes to work and career. Someone may try to sabotage you or try to start some malicious gossip about you. And it could affect your job and your finances if you don't clear up this misunderstanding right away. So you can have a misunderstanding with a coworker that can turn out really bad, that can get out of control and out of hand and even cost your job if you don't clear it up right away. So if you have any misunderstandings this week with someone at work, know that they're egotistical, they're narcissistic. You may wound their ego, their pride, all right? Even though you may know that they're in the wrong, just apologize and walk away. You know, karma will take care of them. But don't get confrontational. Don't get into an argument with them, okay? Just let them have this win this week and walk away. You're doing yourself a favor by walking away from somebody who's narcissistic, who's in their ego, who think that they're always right. It's useless arguing with someone like this. You're never going to get anywhere. And it only makes you look bad because you're a real good person. As we see, you sow seeds of goodness. And, you know, some people are just not like that, Cancer, all right? Some people are just evil and wicked to be evil and wicked. They don't even need a reason to be evil and wicked. They just are. Because they're full of themselves. They think they're better than everybody else. And everybody should bow down to them. And it may be a family member. It may be a mother, a sister, a cousin. You know, someone feels like, Cancer, please, listen to me. Do what I say. I'm always right. I know what's right. I know the right thing. You know, just give them their win. Just say, okay, yeah, you're right. And just walk away. Some people you just don't bother arguing with. All right? It's a waste of time, a waste of energy. And it only brings down your energy. And you're going to have to spend days and weeks trying to sage that energy away from your life. So it's best, you know, just give them the win. You know, let them win the argument and just walk away. You know, deep down, you right. Let them think they're right, okay? Let them think that they got this win. Let them have this one. Because that is a favorable outcome. That's a favorable outcome. They'll walk away. They'll leave you alone. The argument is over. Okay? They're happy now because they think they won. And you know best. All right? It's like choose your battles wisely this week. And don't get into drama and confrontations needlessly. It's beneath you. Focus on these good deeds that you're doing that are bringing blessings and miracles and good fortune into your life. Continue to sow seeds of good. Continue to do good. Even if people are behaving badly. That says a lot about them. That's not a reflection of you, Cancer. That's a reflection of them. If they want to be evil, let them be evil. Okay? Karma will take care of them sooner or later. You continue to do good things, because that's what's going to bring blessing and favors into your life this week. Right? Get back to basics. Like, don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy with these people that just want to be right. You know, they want attention. They want their ego stroked. They're on power trips. Just walk away. Like, yes, whatever. Go write it in your dream book. Go write it in your journal. Cancerians. And know that good things and good fortune are coming their way this week. So open your arms up and extend them towards the universe. That has been your weekly tea, Cancer. Until we sip tea again, have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Leo, my lion and lionesses, my kings and queens of the jungle. Welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekly tea on Kettle Messages Tarot. Make sure to check out your monthly readings. Hit that live section and you will see your monthly readings for the month of November. Let's see what is going on for Leos this week, because we've had a Halloween, Day of the Dead, and All Saints Day. We are using Archangel Michael this week. So let's get our message for Leos from Archangel Michael this week. What does Archangel Michael have to say for the lion and lionesses? This situation is already resolved, okay? You ain't got to do anything. It's done. It's over with. You don't have to pay attention to this anymore. You don't have to give it any more energy. There's a situation that already has a solution. You don't need to stress yourself. The prayer for Leos this week is, I give any worries, cares, concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Thank you for resolving this situation in a divinely perfect way. It's like, Leos, you did all you could do. You can't do anymore. Let the situation resolve itself. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to take any action. And let's see what situation is being resolved for the lion and lionesses this week. What is it that they don't need to take action on? Okay. So, what is getting resolved this week for Leos is a situation that you've been having with someone who talks about you out of jealousy. So you have a hater or someone who is jealous of you, someone who's bothered by your shine, by your energy, by your success. All they could do is talk about you. You are not to give it 1 ounce of energy. Don't give it 1 ounce of your energy. Whatever people are going to say, they're going to say, Leos. Okay? Someone is hating on your success, your shine. and they're trying to bring you down, and you are being asked this week not to be bothered, okay? Don't be bothered by other people's jealousy, other people's hatred, other people wanting to see you fail, other people talking crap about you as if they know you, okay? Don't let it get to you this week, because you have a lot of success in your life, or success about to happen in your life. You are about to level up, or you are leveling up, and certain people are staying behind. Certain people are not working as hard as you, Leo. Some people are not putting the work as they should, like you are, Leo. Or some people just don't have the it, the factor, the shine, the glow that you have, and they want to bring you down. You know, misery loves company. Every time you're on the rise, or your star is starting to rise, or you're starting to shine, or you're starting to get attention or acknowledgement, people, you know, get upset and get jealous. Instead of being happy for you, instead of, you know, giving you flowers, they rather kick you down a flight of stairs and try to take your position. It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm not here to sugarcoat. And sometimes you too good for your own good. It's like, why everybody's like Leo? Why everybody want to be Leo friend? Why? Why always Leo, 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 Leo? Leo, either this person, okay, the universe removes them from your life one way or another. Whether they quit, they get fired, or they just stop talking to you, or they stop being around you because your shine is hurting their eyes and they're being blinded. All right? Some way, shape, or form, this person is going to be dealt with. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything if somebody is bothered by you. Because either they're going to be removed, or they're going to remove themselves because they can't stand you. And you just doing you. You just doing you. You're just carrying out with your plans. You're just carrying out with your life plans. And somebody's just hating that you're doing you. There's going to be significant change this week. Something is coming to an end for something new to enter. You may quit. Somebody may get fired. You may break up with somebody. A friend may just leave your life. A truth comes out. A secret comes out. Somebody is exposed. Somebody is seen for what they really are, who they really are. The hater, the jealous green monster. And this allows you for that person to be removed. Problem solved. Problem solved. You don't like me? Stop talking to me. Problem solved, Leo says. You can't stand working with me? Go find another job. Problem solved, Leo says. Okay? I hate my job. I can't stand these bosses. Leo says, I quit. Problem solved. Something is getting solved this week, and something new will follow. Yeah, for some of you, it's a friendship or a relationship. This week, maybe in the recent past or in the current relationship, there's no compatibility. Or, you know, this person is complaining too much. You're not the one. So you're saying, hey, it's easy. Let's break up. Something here you're saying, hey, we don't have to make a big deal about this situation, Leo says. There's a quick fix, a quick solution. We can't live together, then I'll move or you move. We can't work together, I'll quit, or you go find another job, or just stay away from me. You don't like my shine, then wear shades. Like, do you, Leo says. Problem solved. We don't have to make a big deal about this. Leo says there's plenty of people in the world to fall in love with. You're not the only one. There's other options for me, Leo says. So Leo says, oh, you don't want to be with me? That's fine. I'm not your type? That's fine. You want a divorce? That's fine. It's like there's more love out there for me. I'll find love again. I'm lovable, Leo says. I got it going on. Leo says, oh, you're firing me? That's okay. I'll find a better job because I got it going on. I'm going to be successful because I'm going to carry through with my plans. Yeah, you're not here to wallow in regret, to sit there with the 5 of Cups over a relationship or a friendship. You're not going to want to boo-hoo. For some of you, during this week, a truth is going to come out about a relationship, or you're going to have a straight up honest conversation with someone. Tears are going to be falling, all right? But the problem will be solved. Yes, a relationship may end, a friendship may end, a job may end, a situation is definitely coming to an end, but it's the best solution for everybody, especially to give you emotional peace and mental peace. Because you rather be over and done with something, Leo, instead of dragging it out, regretting it, crying about it, wallowing about it. It's like, okay, it's done. Let's move on. You can go your way, I can go my way. Or let's clear this up, let's put it behind us, and let's work together. What is it gonna be, Leo says? Leo, yeah. People driving wedges with their gossip. Someone trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Confirmation. It's those haters. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to hang out with their friends or with those people. They don't want you to level up. Somebody want to hold you back. Somebody want to hold you down. Or somebody wants to come between you and a friend. Someone is spreading gossip, doing something that is causing problems, in your love relationships or your work relationships or connections with your siblings or your family members, because they just can't stand you. Honestly, that's the honest truth. They can't stand you for whatever reason. You irk them. And they want you out. Instead of them removing themselves, they want to remove you, Leos. Okay? But you are protected. You are protected. You see what's going on. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition this week when you start seeing people move away from you or stop talking to you or distance themselves from you or get into arguments or confrontations with you, not because of something you did, but because of something someone else did, someone else said, so that person, you can have problems with them. There's third party interference. It can be relatives, friends, co-workers, getting into your business and not just letting you just be. Instead of them living their life and working on them and doing them, they're too busy trying to be you, do you, hate on you, ruin opportunities and relationships for you. You got some haters, real jealous this week. So trust your intuition. It's important. And spend time with your loved ones. I see that Leos, work. Spend time with your love partners, your family, your friends this week. Because they're going to be your peace, your backup this week. As you will be confronting major challenges at work or in a relationship. where you're getting a divorce, or you're needing to move away, or you're looking to move to a new house. There's someone here this week who is very jealous, very resentful towards you, hating on your success, hating on your shine, hating on your connections and your relationships with others. They are going to try to drive wedges this week by doing something or saying something that creates problems for you with others. You know who the source of your problem is, and that problem is going to be resolved this week. That has been your weekly tea, Leos. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Welcome, Virgos, to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle Reader, the Gemstar, live doing the weekly tea for this week ahead, Virgos. Because we've had Halloween, Day of the Dead, and All Saints Day, we are using Archangel Michael to give us some messages for this week. Let's see what message you receive from Archangel Michael this week. Virgos, my beautiful Virgonians, what's your message from Archangel Michael this week? You are guarded and protected. You stay blessed up, Virgos. You are guarded and protected from harm and danger this week. There is a blessing happening for Virgos this week, and you are going to know that you are guarded and protected because you may be happier this week than you have felt in a long time. Your prayer this week is, thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it is right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. You need help at this time, you are going to be sent the help. You are going to be helped in a tough situation. And this is sent to you by the divine. Whether that help is financially, whether that help comes in form of an opportunity or a person. But you are being assisted, protected, and guided towards your highest good this week. Things are changing for the better. You're feeling more fulfilled. You're feeling grateful. You have an energy of gratitude this week. Okay, some of you Virgos are suspicious about somebody. Follow your intuition, follow your gut feelings about this person because you are right on the nose, okay? They will prove you right this week that you shouldn't trust them. There is somebody in your life that you already feel in your gut you shouldn't trust. And you will be proven right this week. You're going to be like, oh, you see? I know that person was not to be trusted. You will be moving, relocating, planning a vacation, going on a trip. But there's movement this week for Virgos. This week, we see that you guys may be relocating, starting new jobs, moving to new homes, moving to new locations, or planning a trip or are traveling this week. And you are guarded and protected. And you are being divinely guided to take a trip, to take a vacation, to move, to relocate. And intuitively, you're being asked to stay cautious about somebody you're suspicious about this week because you will be proven right not to trust this person. Your finances are changing and improving. There's some positive change that is occurring, a new move or a new job. In the recent past, you've been in a negative situation or a toxic situation, and you're going to get help and assistance. If there is some unexpected expense or worry about a financial move or change, you're going to be helped out. You're going to be looked after during this time. Whatever decisions and changes and actions you're taking this week are for your own good. In the recent past, you have felt left out. You felt like you was alone. You couldn't get no help or assistance. You wasn't getting any help or assistance. You couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But this week, the universe is going to show you that there is a higher power that is looking out for you. And you are about to have a miracle. There are going to be changes in the home, in your career, in your confidence. Things are improving. This week, be careful with fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Be careful with a fire sign. There may be a fire sign in your life or a matriarch in your life, mother, sister, grandmother, whose health has been deteriorating and they might wind up in a hospital in the emergency room this week. Somebody's health here is declining. If you have health issues, then you are being asked to take care of your health this week as you're making things worse by not staying on top of it. In the work front is where you have to watch out with someone who may try to get you in trouble in the work front, or is coming after your position, or is coming after you some way for some reason this week. And it's on the work front. This person just likes to gossip. They gossip, they like the attention, and you may be receiving a lot of attention on the work front because financially things are changing. You may be given more responsibility. You may get a raise, a promotion, a bonus. Okay? Something good coming your way on the work front. And this is stirring up some jealousy from a coworker, especially if they're a fire sign or if they just always like to get the praise, to get noticed, to get the attention. They're like, you know, the boss's pet, the teacher's pet. And now, you know, like the boss has their eye on you and they're thinking of moving you up the ladder instead of this who is always, you know, at their heels, and they're feeling some type of way. They're in their feelings. They're in their feelings because they're not being chosen, or they're not the one, or they're being left out of something. All right? And you're being included and they're feeling left out. And this can make somebody act out of character. Or you get to see them for who they really are. Yes, you're going to get good advice this week. Trust that intuition. Your intuition is already telling you. You got that inner wisdom, Virgo. Trust your inner wisdom this week and trust the advice you receive this week. You are already feeling some type of way about a person surrounding you that you're interacting with or is in your environment that acts strange or you suspicious about. You know they're not to be trusted. You will be proven right, okay? Your intuition is right about somebody. It could be about this coworker, this jealous coworker at work trying to sabotage you, okay? A distant friend is thinking about you this week, wanting to reach out to you. So some of you that have friends in a distance, in another town, country, city, continent, this person is thinking about you. They might send you a gift this week. You may be doing a lot of video chatting or be on social media this week. Staying in contact with family members and friends who are at a distance. You're going to receive some good advice from these friends that are at a distance. And also, again, you may be planning to travel to see them, or they may be calling you and reaching out to you because they want to come visit you this week, Virgo. Or at least this week they want to make plans on coming to visit you. And they're going to bring gifts when they come to visit. That has been your weekly tea, Virgos. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Libra, my scales of justice, laying down the law and laying down the justice. Who's better to do that, to represent that, than our justice angel, Archangel Michael? Yes, we've been celebrating Halloween, Day of the Dead, All Saints Day, and we thought we would bring some protection and some blessings from our favorite Archangel Michael. Let's give our cards a shuffle and let's see what messages, what tea we have to spill for Libra. Yes, Libra. This is your weekly tea with your reader, the Gem Star. Let's lay down the law. Lay down the justice. Use your imagination and you will see the answer. You are very strategic, very thoughtful. You have many ideas, plans, Libra, in your head, in your mind. And you can find a solution to any problem that may pop up this week. That's what we're feeling. The energy of you're going to be able to bring solutions to any problems that may pop up this week. Your prayer is, Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and the creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help with this situation. Yes. Ask Archangel Michael this week to help you, to give you an idea. Try to look at something a whole nother way. Try to get a new take on something, a new perspective on something this week, Libra. You are going to meet somebody new this week and make a new friend. Make sure that when you meet anybody new this week, that you are kind and friendly. Kind and friendly. You owe someone a letter or a response, a reply, and you are being asked and advised to get that done this week. If you have to finish some legal paperwork, documents, if you have to take care of some paperwork, or you have to give somebody a reply, an answer this week, if you have to, go through your mailbox, your texts, your DMs, your messages, this is the week to do it. This is the week to do it, to respond to people back, to catch up with all your messages, to catch up with people. But somebody is waiting to hear from you this week, Libra, and make sure to jump on that and reply. Others of you, you're going to be meeting somebody new. When you meet this person, you are being asked to be kind and open to them, because they can bring opportunity, opportunity for a romantic partnership or even a business partnership. Someone you meet who starts out as a friend can wind up a fiance, a husband, or wife in the future. This is going to be someone who is looking for commitment, who wants to really plant a seed, nurture it, wants a relationship to grow. Others of you, your partners are waiting on you to respond to them, whether you're going to commit, whether you're going to settle down with them, whether you're going to move in, whether you guys are going to get married. Where is this relationship going? There's these type of conversations happening with Libra this week, where your partners want to take the connections to the next level, and they're waiting on you for a response. Or you're wanting the ring and you're waiting for your partner to bring that ring. Or you're waiting for an answer. You've made an ultimatum, or you ask an answer to a love partner, and you're waiting on the response this week. And you will be getting those messages. So in business, you're going to be partnering up with someone, collaborating with someone, working with someone, making a new friend. And this can be built on, so it can be very important in the future, a very important relationship, friendship, connection in the future. And for others of you, in current relationships, you or your partner are waiting for commitment, for a response, to take this relationship to the next level. What is the final answer? Okay, who's getting the final rose? You may be dealing with Taurus, Virgos, or Capricorns this week. Your mind is on your money. Your money's on your mind. Some of you are starting a new business, a new job this week, a new relationship. Or you're actually getting engaged this week and discussing moving in together. And for others of you, you're going to pour yourself into your work. I see some of you creating distance between you and a person of interest, because this person makes you feel suffocated, tied down, or trapped in a relationship, and you're rethinking a relationship this week. You're rethinking a relationship or a friendship this week that you find suffocating, codependent. Somebody's too needy. Somebody is just, you need to breathe. You need space. And some of you are worried, like, well, if I marry this person, will it get worse? Because they always got to be on top of me. They always got to know what I'm doing. They always got to be around me. Even if I go to the bathroom, they're waiting outside the door, waiting for me to come out the bathroom. Like, I need space. I need room. I need time. I need breathing room. In business, work, and career, we see money, money, money. Some of you Libras, yeah, getting paid from a legal settlement. Others of you, it's inheritances, bonus, raises, some unexpected lotto win, or you do some gambling and you win money that way, but money looks very good. If you plant your seeds, if you start going back to school, if you take up a new course, if you start a new job, if you invest in a new business, that is gonna do well. Um, there are some people that of course are not going to be in agreement with you, and it's going to try to make your life a living hell this week, Libra. But you are very determined, okay? You are very determined. You are set on doing what you've planned to do. Some of you are moving, relocating, breaking up, getting a divorce, moving out of a relationship. Others of you are moving because you're pregnant and a baby's on the way and you need a bigger house, or you need to work on that baby room this week because the baby is a coming, all right? It's not going to wait for you to build that crib. Others of you are guaranteed success on some new endeavor that you embark on. You're going to get your flowers. Happiness, happiness, happiness this week, Libra. Happiness in romance, happiness with your finances at work, happy with a settlement that gets paid, happy with a raise or bonus. A lot of moments of happiness throughout the week. You're starting, collaborating, meeting new people. A new person in your life could turn out to be very important later on in the future. Others of you are at a crossroads in a relationship where you stay, where you go. Whether you stay or you go, someone is very suffocating, codependent, making you feel trapped and suffocated. And you can't deal with this. You need breathing room. You can't have someone codependent or suffocating you, Libra. So you may exit a relationship. And that's why you're moving, you're relocating, buying your new house, okay? Or if you're feeling trapped in a job, you're going ahead and starting your own business with that King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You are investing in yourself this week, making good money moves and making great investments with the money that is coming your way. Because you use your creativity and your imagination, you do things that your gut says, you follow your intuition, that is bringing success and money-making opportunities your way. Being in the right place, surrounded by the right people at the right time this week, Libras. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed, and have a great week ahead. It's your Rita the Gemstar. Thank you so much for stopping by, sipping some weekly tea with us. Support your content creators. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And to receive your own personal private reading, book it at our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. May you have a blessed week ahead.